Hi, my name is Hansel Kyle Cruz, and this is going to be my video lesson for the subject of Teaching Common Competencies in ICT. And the topic that I'm going to discuss is the online assessment tools. So here are the following objectives of this video lesson. So first is to determine the difference between formative and summative assessment. So we are going to discuss the distinction between them. And second is to identify various online assessment platforms that can be used for learning. So there are going to be 5 online tools that are going to be presented in this video lesson. So now let's start by comparing the difference between formative assessment and summative assessment. So now I'm going to start with the first one, which is the formative assessment tools. So these are the quizzes, assignments, and in-class questions and discussions teachers use to gauge and guide or form their students' learning process. So formative assessment tools are usually given after class discussions. These are the quizzes, activities, and sometimes these are being presented at the beginning for icebreakers, motivation, or recap. Next one is the summative assessment tools. So these are the final essays and tests given at the end of a project, course, semester, unit, program, or school year. So summative assessment tools are given and mostly seen at the end of semester or a quarter. This is to sum up all of the learnings that a student have gained from the previous semester or a quarter. So the examples of it are midterm exams, quarterly exams, finals, and projects. So next, let's proceed with the mostly used online assessment tools in education. Alright, so the first one is Socrative. This is labeled as quizzes and questions with real-time grading. So it's one of the top-rated assessment tools for teachers according to hundreds of online reviews by educators and professional reviewers alike. It's an interactive digital tool that lets you quiz, grade, and assess on the fly at the speed of learning. So the results can be immediately graded, and these are going to be shown after the activity or quiz given by the teacher. And this tool is really perfect for interactive lessons online. So here is the logo of Socrative. So as you can see, it is for student and for the teacher. So this is the student's view and this is the teacher's view of Socrative platform. Okay, so the next one is the Google Forms. It is known as an easy to use and CAPA/FERPA compliant. So a quick and simple way to create and automatically grade quizzes even if it's your first time using the tool. Google Forms makes it easy for students to answer questions by clicking a drop-down, typing a fast text answer, or posting a short YouTube video. So these are the logo of the Google Forms. So we are all familiar with this one and we have been using this before the pandemic and distance learning started. This is also good for online surveys and tracking of plagiarism in essays. Okay, so this is the student's view of the Google Forms and the teacher's view. Next is the Mentimeter. These are the pre-built education templates. It comes preloaded with education templates for the classroom like a listening skill assessment, icebreakers, formative assessments, post-lecture surveys, and polls. It's free to use and lets you create and host live quizzes, either from its templates or from scratch. So this is the logo of Mentimeter. So there are so many given templates that can be used by teachers for learning. Mentimeter are providing different forms of assessments, icebreakers, and formats of quizzes that can be used immediately. So here is the student's view of the Mentimeter and the teacher's view. Okay, so here is Paul Everywhere. This is the logo. So this is used by 300,000 teachers. It gives quizzes, take attendance, and gauge understanding your own way with Paul Everywhere. Teachers can get real-time feedback in their question slides without calling on specific individuals to roll out assessment as an integrated part of a larger lecture. So this platform is good for asking a question, making activities, or for short reviews before exams. This is often used for a recap of a lesson to see who remembers the previous topic by creating a poll. So this is the overall view of the platform of Poll Everywhere. So the next one is Kahoot. This is a game-based assessment tool. Teachers can choose from more than 40 million ready-to-go learning games or create their own in minutes, host games live or as assignments. Students can even create their own Kahoots to share with classmates, creating an interactive experience. This is a super fun, exciting, and satisfying tool to use. A platform that has so many learning games that are ready to use. Shows real-time scores and ranking of students who got most of the correct answers. So this is the overall view of the Kahoot platform. Okay, so these tools allow for easy quiz creation and administration. They let teachers choose whether to host activities live or as assignments. They also allow flexibility for written questions, video chat, and spot questions. And they provide key features like instant grading, graphs, spreadsheet results delivery, and quick automatic grade sharing with students. So in this time and era of online distance learning, online platform tools are so essential and helpful. We can still learn without having face-to-face interaction with the help of these tools. Plus, all of these are accessible for teachers and the students. During remote learning, teachers will have to evaluate students for more than educational proficiency. They must also consider the social emotional learning or SEL of their classes. The SEL approach helps students process and integrate their social and emotional skills in school. According to research, social and emotional learning offers the following benefits: academic success, fewer behavioral problems, less emotional distress, and positive social behavior. SEL is a process and therefore requires time, patience, and especially educators that are committed to providing a safe and caring learning environment. So that's the end of my video lesson presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something. Bye-bye!